Hi guys, I'm on a little bit early because I figured this would give everybody a chance to see the notification and hop on because I know it takes a couple minutes. Today we're going through, I'm calling it the formula, but I think that this is also going to test as probably one of the best tutorials that we've ever had. And I think it'll give you a lot of clarity in using your planner no matter which method you use, either the traditional planner or the notepads. And I will be able to help you tremendously. That is my hope, at least. So I hope everybody's doing very good. I'm going to pull open my computer here so that I can see what you guys are saying and actually answer your questions in real time, which I love, by the way, about this series. How's everybody doing? Okay, so we first, before I even get started, you'll probably have noticed we didn't take down the sale last night because we have such limited SKUs left. We're like, just leave it until it sells out. Like if somebody wants something, because we always get a couple stragglers of people being like, I didn't order, or I was waiting. So Pumpkin Rose did sell out. Just heads up, Ashgrave is next. So if there was something that you wanted, make sure you get it because we will be taking it down sooner or later, or it'll sell out. So the mystery box / graveyard sale was amazing. I love how much you guys loved your things. A lot of you messaged me and said that you were blown away by how much was in the box, the items in the boxes, the secret items. It makes me so happy. And then, by the way, the secret items go perfectly with the whole collection. Like the whole thing is just a full vibe, which I love. So today we're going through the formula. You now have a heads up about the mystery box sale. Yay, I love it. Well, welcome. I love that there's so many of you guys being like, oh my gosh, I caught a live. Yay. That's why I wanted to hop on a little bit early. So what we're going to go through today is, like I said, probably one of the most helpful tutorials if you use the planner or if you prefer a notepad. I would actually love to know, by the way, what's your preferred method of planning? Do you use both? I use both. So mostly I use this system. I take one page out a day. I said this the other day. I plan with it outside of the planner and then I put it back in. On days where I'm like in a hurry and going a million miles a minute and I just don't have as much time or as much focus, I use the notepad. So it's the same system. Well, at least I use the one that's the same system. Andre uses the other one. So I use a day well lived. I think that's the one I use, the brown one. And then I think Andre uses one day closer is his. Yesterday we talked about a week well lived. There was a couple of questions I wanted to clarify. It is not your top 10 goals. That's what we're going to talk about today. But basically what I was saying is dedicate one theme per day. And that was yesterday's if you didn't get it. And it's just a way to create so much clarity in your week, so much more routine, and to be able to, get that system going where week after week, you're going to be like, okay, and you'll have like positive triggers of being like, wait, last week I did this and it worked out really well. Like the example I gave is for me, Fridays became faster than I realized the day where I just get my stuff together. Nothing is on camera. I reset the house. It's like my weekly reset and it becomes almost like a weekly tradition faster than you'll probably recognize. So week well lived. Today we're talking about the formula, like I said. So we're going to talk about baby shark bites. If you've never heard me talk about baby shark bites, it's the concept of not going ham, not, when you have the overwhelm and you're almost in a state of paralysis because you're like, I don't know where to start. That is where baby shark bites come in because I have that. If I'm very overwhelmed by a task, I don't even know which way to go about it. I'll just not get to it because it's just too much. So I started doing the needle movers based off of these baby shark bites. So the question that I think that I get the most, I see it in this group, I see confusion. I actually see people's planners and I'm like, well, that is great that you're using it that way, but you could get a lot more out of it if you do it the way that it was intended. So I think I'm going to clear up a lot today. I'm going to talk about what goes here. Basically, how to set your top 10 goals every single month. Now, the question that I get is, how do I set the goals? How do I come up with the goals? Can the goals change? Do they stay the same all year? We're going to go through all of that. But before we dive into it, I wanted to share, because this is the whole theme of this is the formula. The formula for me that has never failed is momentum will create the motivation. Motivation will fuel more momentum and momentum equals progress. So progress is the thing that leads to true happiness at all times. So if you're ever in a state of less than ideal happiness, check how much progress you have had over the last 3 weeks to 3 months. And if there's little to none, that is probably the reason that you're feeling a little bit frustrated in any category of life. It could be relationships, it could be career, it could be a hobby, it could be a side hustle. If you're feeling any type of sadness, frustration, anxiety, there is probably a drastic lack of progress, which comes from momentum, which comes from the motivation, but first, any type of movement. So a little bit of movement, that will give your like first jolt of motivation, because you're gonna be like, okay, we're moving, like things are happening, and you have that sense of progress, and then you get the momentum, and that will fuel the progress. So I live by that all the time. And that's why I came up with the top 10 goals. Here's how to set your top 10 goals. I have a 10-step method. You don't have to follow all 10 steps. It'll help, but I think that it will not only help in making it clear for you, it'll help with making your goals stick. Number 1. So first step of all of this, our first needle mover today that we're going to talk about was the formula. The next one is this top 10 list and how to make your goals stick. And then I'll give you some actual real life examples. Good morning. Hi, you guys. I figured, Monica, all good. I know we, like a lot of us, struggle with it, and I want to make it super duper clear. So this will probably help you. I would say take this into next month. Like, don't switch out your goal. Keep your goals, stick to your goals that you have for this month, but this can probably help you in the future. So number 1, anchor them to the month. Your top 10 goals run from the first day of the month to the last day of the month. This is your window. It gives you a clear start date and a clear end point to measure. Does that make sense? Now, let's say you achieve a goal, and we're probably going to talk about this, but let's say you achieve a goal mid-month. Maybe you had a goal of reading 2 personal growth books for the entire month, and you mash that out on the 15th. Do you set a new goal? No, you overachiever. You hit the goal, put a checkbox, it's done. You did it, you slayed, amazing. You don't need a new goal. So focus on those 10 for the month. Number 2, be as specific as you possibly can. Instead of saying read more, try finish 2 books by the 30th or 31st of the month. Instead of grow my business, try post 3 reels per day or per week on Instagram, like a measurable, very specific thing. Number 3, on that note, make it measurable. So if it's specific, that's one thing. And like I said, you don't have to do all of these 10 things, but it's like a really good checklist that when you're setting your 10 goals, that you're like, okay, is it set to the month? Is it specific, measurable? Add a number whenever you can. So minutes, pounds, pages, posts, workouts, sales. If you can measure it, you can track it. If you can't measure it, you can't really put a check next to it because, it's too vague. So having that measurable moment, like a little number next to it, is perfection. So like I said, minutes, pounds, pages, posts, workout, sales, all of that. Number 4, keep them bite-sized for the month. So think 30-day goals, not lifetime goals. They can definitely be tied to like a New Year's resolution or a big 1 to 3 to 5 year goal, absolutely, but it's a bite-sized version of it. So 30 days, 31 days, not lifetime, not lifelong goals. They should be doable without needing a miracle. Big goals can be broken down into smaller monthly goals. That's the purpose of this list. 5, cover the life categories that matter to you. So at the beginning of your planner, do I have it or did I take it out? I always take that page out. No, I didn't. Okay, perfect. I'll show you the blank version. These are your life categories. So you do your wheel of life, you measure where you're at, and this was one of my most just excited pages to create this for this system. So physical health, growth, I added 2. So there used to be less. I added 2. I think I added growth and self-care. And what I did is I put little examples next to each. So you can pull yours out, measure yours. This is what I'm talking about though. So let's say you're thriving or you're not thriving in a category. That should lead you to know what to focus on and what category of life matter to you. Not all of your 10 goals need to be business related or hustle related. I'm getting notifications of mystery boxes. I'm trying to like close the things that keep popping up. I keep getting little pop-ups. All right. So each category it does not have to be hustle related. It does not have to be all one focus. And I feel like that was a huge realization that I had. I started making more than half of them about creative projects, wellness, just things that were important to me, my home, relationships, personal goals. Not all of them need to be hustle and productivity related. You're still being productive when you're working on your mental health or your personal, what was the self-care was the category that I was saying that I added. So important. So that's number 5. So we're halfway through the checklist. 6, this is huge. Write them in the present tense. So it's a mental trick that will make you feel more in the moment, make it more real. Instead of I want to, write I completed, or I do, or I am, or I created. Does that make sense? So present, when you check off the list, like that top 10 goal, it means that you did it. So if I created $50,000 worth of sales for my business this month. At the end of the month, if it happens, it's real. So write it present tense. Keep them consistent all month long. Y'all are liking the mystery boxes. It feels like a launch day right now. Did something happen? Oh, did we send out an email blast? Sometimes whenever there's an email blast, my phone it's like ding, ding, ding. But it's good. I love that you guys love the boxes. And girl math. You guys get free shipping and all of the treasures, which makes me, my Halloween heart very happy. Keep them consistent all month long. Like I said, don't swap your goals halfway through. The whole point is to see what happens when you stay focused for the full 30 to 31 days. Number 8, choose goals for the love of cannolis. Choose goals that friggin' excite you. Don't choose stuff that doesn't light you up, that you won't follow through on. If you don't get excited to open up your planner and see what you can move forward on that specific day, then it's all for naught. So choose goals that excite you. Number 9, keep them balanced. So if you load all 10 with high effort, high output goals, you'll burn out. So put a couple lighter ones. That's why I said, like, have personal ones, like go for a walk. These are like, make some very doable. They should not all be extreme high achieving goals. And the final one, keep them balanced. The final one, pair each one with a baby shark bite daily. This is the magic, okay? This is the part that I don't think that enough people understand. So once you have your 10 goals, you have one item that you do that day that has to do with that one of the 10 goals. So where is I'm trying to find an example. Well, actually, you know what? Oh, I have examples. I wrote them out. Okay, so this is the next part. And I think I have like a ton of examples to give you. Monthly goal, which would not change. You write the same one every single day. Monthly goal example, write 20,000, can you hear my tummy? Write 20,000 words for my book by the 31st of this month. That's your monthly goal. That day, this is what changes. And this is, by the way, this is your flippin' to-do list. That's it. You have 10 things on your to-do list every single day that have to do with this. And then you pick 3 that go here. And those are your no matter freaking what's. So your baby shark bite to do that day would be write 500 words for chapter 3. Does that make sense? Another monthly goal, declutter. So that would go here. This would be the same every day. Declutter 5 rooms in my house by the 30th of this month. Baby shark bite to do for that day. Fill 1 donation bag from the kitchen cabinets. Doable. Monthly goal number 3. Hold a 2-minute wall sit by month's end. Baby shark bite. Add 30 seconds to my wall sit after I finish my Pilates class. Monthly goal number 4. Grow my Instagram following by 1,000 by month's end. Baby shark bite. Post a trending reel with an engaging call to action in the caption today. The next goal for the monthly, is this helpful? Next monthly goal. This would stay the same every single day. Your baby shark bite to do changes every single day. So unless you didn't do it the day before and you want to get it done the next day. Your baby shark bite to do would be, first a goal. 2 books by the end of the month, read and done. Today's goal, read 15 pages of, I put this for you guys because you keep telling me read the book, of Fourth Wing before bed. One final example. So a monthly goal could be organize all of my digital files by month's end. To-do list today, rename and sort 10 files from my download folder today. Is this helpful? And then the whole premise of your daily grind, this is the most important part in the whole planner. You take 3 from your to-do list that day and they become your no matter what. If you don't do all 10, it's okay, but you gotta do all 3. That's your daily grind. Every single day, then you have a focus. These aren't random. They come from the list that day. So you literally pick 3 that are like your no matter what. I try and balance them out. I do 1 for health, 1 for happiness, and 1 for career. Is that helpful? Now you know how my brain works. So it doesn't have to be about perfection. It is about just a little bit of progress. And if you can just focus on that, your life will be so much happier. You will feel like you have your ish together. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. I have a bunch more examples, but I feel like I can share those tomorrow. Yeah, I have like an example of like all the 10 goals and then what your Baby Shark Bite to-do list could look like. So I will post that probably up tomorrow. If you don't finish the daily task of the one goal, you can. Or if you're like, never mind, not gonna do that. Or if it just didn't work out, can move to the next thing. The daily task can change every single day. But yeah, if you wanna move it to the next day, absolutely. Yeah, you're welcome, love that. Love it, love it, love it. Wait, oh, I missed that. I'll go back and answer the question. There was a question about like shortening it. Whenever I write in the planner, I think this is what the question was. This is always just 2 words and I know what it means. And then on that page, where is that page? This page. I have them much longer written on here and very clear, or just a blank piece of paper. And it's very, very clear what that top 10 goal is. And it says like, by the 31st, I will have read 2 books. These are the 2, and like, it's really clear. And then here I might put read, because I know what it means. Is that helpful? That's Jeremiah Duncan that you can hear squeaking outside. He's my red squirrel, and he's certifiable. He's a psychopath. By the way, there is one final, just in terms of vlogs and YouTube stuff, there is one final vlog going up today that is Disney, and then we're coming here, and we are decorating, and then tomorrow we're doing a decorate with me in this house. So we're back in Canada with Mr. Carl, who's sitting right here on his blanket. The theme is green today. We got the green mug, we got the green blanket. Carl, do you want to say hello? Carl? He's like, woman, are you really? I'm sorry. Was I bothering you? Okay. Okay, and then what I wanted to say is, for anybody that loves like the autumn leaves and the chipmunks, I decided to do, by very popular request, I want to do an ambience video every other week or once a week. And red squirrels are certifiably insane. I don't trust them. I tried to feed him the other day. I was like, I love you, but I don't trust you. And I told him, like, just so you know, I don't have favorites, but the chipmunks are way smarter than you. Like, he wouldn't even take the peanut, and I don't trust him to not jump. And you guys had told me, you're like, red squirrels, they jump. So just be careful. Like, and he gets very territorial, and I keep Carl away from him because anyways, love Jeremiah, but he's certifiable, and he has like a little cleft nose. He's very cute. He's an idiot. I love him, but he's an idiot. So if you guys do love the chipmunks, I decided to do an ambience video. And this is the reason I'm sharing this is this is the perfect thing that you could play while planning your day or planning your month or whatnot. So it's a 60-minute ambience video of my new chipmunk out front, who I think I'm going to name Chip. I just need to go outside today and feed it and figure out if it's a boy or a girl. If it's a girl, we're going to name her. But she could be Chip too. She's got a little chip on her forehead. So yeah, I filmed a 60-minute ambience video of like all the fall foliage and just the chipmunk coming back and forth, and it's very cute, and it's just to like acoustic chill, like guitar peaceful music. So yeah, I feel like that'll be it. So that'll be on Friday. Jessica. Yeah, so anywho, I wanted to share that. Love you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll keep you guys posted on the sale. I think they're updating. Yeah, so Pumpkin Rose is gone. Ashgrave is about to be gone. I'm just checking the group. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, I will check the comments, but I love you so much, and I will see you guys tomorrow for day 16. And do not worry, there is many beans to come and more emotional days as well. We kept it like more progress related probably for this week, and then we're gonna go back in and rip your heart open. Cool? Bye, you guys.